For a second time this summer, Senator Mitch McConnell appears to have frozen while speaking at a press conference. It is pretty stunning and stark and looks exactly like what we saw just a couple months ago. Take a look.
Election in 3 short years. What are your thoughts on it?
I'm sorry, I had a hard time hearing you.
That's okay. What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator Benny.
Hey, how about no? How about don't run for re-election, Senator? It seems like you need a break from this whole thing and you've been doing it for a very long time. So that was Mitch McConnell freezing once again, unable to answer that question after asking for clarification a couple times, and then kind of, clenching his lip and looking up at obviously the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future that are appearing before him and telling him that he's an Ebenezer Scrooge and he's been swindling from the poor his entire life. That's obviously what happened here, Yasmin, but my God, it is quite concerning. Hang on, let me just give you the details before I kick it to you. He's, if you don't remember, he suffered a similar episode July 26th in Washington, D.C. He froze, was unable to speak at a news conference. At the time, McConnell dismissed questions about whether the health scare was in any way connected to a concussion he suffered earlier this year when he fell at a political fundraiser. This time, however, a spokesperson for McConnell said in a statement Wednesday that the Senate leader, quote, felt momentarily lightheaded and paused during his press conference today. I mean, Yasmin, I don't know how much longer they should have waited for him to unpause. I don't know what was going on.
I actually really love the idea that he is the Scrooge and all these ghosts came to visit him. Like, I so want that to actually have been what happened. But I don't even know if I can say publicly what I said when I first saw that video. Like, we're all just gonna sit here and watch this man go through this. Like, we're all just gonna act like that's normal and that's an okay thing for one of our highest elected officials to be dealing with right now. It's not even him though, right? We know he's not gonna step down. We know that he probably will stay in that office until he is no longer with us. But why is he allowed to do that? And just the question of re-election. If you can't even answer the question of whether or not you're gonna be running again, then don't run.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.